It's week 2 of the National Football League, and this one features Jamin Davis. He had a healthy stat line a week ago with 9 stops and a sack. It's the Commanders and the Rams on Sunday night primetime.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Washington Commanders. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And a look here now at their 4th-year quarterback.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played...
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Well, this defense for the Commanders is terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams shedding the tackle. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Off play action. Daniels. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. First down Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. On first down, Daniels. Now that'll be caught by Cup. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Off the play fake, Daniels. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Back to throw again. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Quiddy Pay just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. Looking to throw. Daniels. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Back to throw. Daniels. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they're likely to force a field goal attempt.
And this one is right through. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
Here are the Commanders for their first drive of the game. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And he was terrific in the opener, threw 3 touchdown passes, and make no mistake about it,
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. All right, check in on the numbers last week for Robinson. 24 carries, 110 yards in the score.
But they set a nice tone in week 1. He's among the leading rushers in the league. I think that they continue to feed him the football and continue to establish the running game so they can get the play action and throw the ball deep later on.
Johnson's that's taken in by Okonkwo. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards that time and a Washington first. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. You talk about this Rams defense. We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
And, hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that number 1 spot.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Williams. There he goes, left side. He's on his way. Touchdown, L.A. Kyron Williams. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
Now the try here for the extra point. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Robinson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
First time that they've called his number tonight, and it gets him a 1st down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Robinson on a give right side. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They'll run again here with Robinson. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Here's the option. And he probably should have given that one off, as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Here's Johnson to throw on 3rd down. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Butker's kick here is good, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Daniels. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. On 3rd down, Daniels. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him old reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
Now a 1st carry for their fullback. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
You talk about this Washington defense.
And they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
And I think with as good as their coverage is, and they're also excellent tacklers, they try to keep things in front of them and either make the tackle or you have to run out of bounds because there's nowhere to go. They'll let them dink and dunk all day long.
The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another 1st down.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And he returns it into enemy territory down the 45-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Brian Robinson Jr. making his way back onto the field.
A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We were watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complementary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
Now 2nd and 5.
Back to throw. Johnson.
Going to be taken in here by Nakua.
And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter.
10 3-yard score after one here on EA Sports.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
A give right side for Gibbs.
Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage.
Ernest Jones there for the tackle. Now a 2nd and 10.
At the Rams 16-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Looking to throw. Johnson.
He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Chigakakwo.
A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Commanders are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Now it's Patterson.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They had the interception on the last drive, which led to the tying touchdown. So 10-10 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
Short throw, it's Higbee. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
106 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Daniels. And that's incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That's a gain of 13, 1st down Rams.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Here's 2nd and 10.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Johnson got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
Robinson, he'll try the left side.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
Now Johnson looking to throw on 2nd down. It's a pickup of 6.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete.
Now he's loose down the left sideline.
Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And Washington has taken the lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that makes it a 17-10 score.
And Patterson not going to return this. It'll come out to the 25.
And the Rams now coming out on the field. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Daniels connecting with Kupp here on the out route. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Back to throw. Daniels.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
From the gun on 3rd down. Daniels. That is caught. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams 1st down.
Well, certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. But they work on that in practice more than we know. And most of them now know their limits and know what they can get away with. And there's a completion right there.
They'll look to throw again.
Sideline throw, it's tipped, but he still got it.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
Well, they'll come up 2nd and 7.
On the counter, here's Williams. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
to throw on third down. Daniels.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted one time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Johnson. Going to be caught downfield by Dotson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 39 yards there, a big one.
At this point on the field, a lot of play callers have a little trepidation. They're just thinking about running off tackle, quarterback sneaks, anything to try and create a little bit of room. But those aggressive play callers, they think to themselves, this is the right place to take a shot. And they do, and boy, are they successful.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 7.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
He stiff arms him. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Operating from the gun, Johnson.
Looking for Dotson, and he's got him.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Johnson now on 1st and 10.
He'll complete this one. Okonkwo.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Johnson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington.
Okonkwo.
A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Commanders go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Well, this offensive unit, yeah, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
No return here for Patterson, so they'll begin things at the 25-yard line.
And the Rams getting set to go now.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left. More than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Operating from the gun, Daniels.
He'll find his man, Laviska Shenault.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Operating from the gun, Daniels. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Well, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Operating from the gun, Daniels. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
Washington going to go on offense one last time in this first half. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run.
Saw the linebacker Damone Clark coming through with a stop.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
So we've reached halftime here in our nation's capital with the Commanders on top.
As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin out in the windy city of Chicago, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the score line. 14-7, the final score. From there, let's head over to Highmark Stadium to check out what's happening with the Bills. And they were winners in that game over the visiting Detroit Lions. Curtis Samuel leading the way with 3 touchdown catches. And then lastly, the nation gets a good one on Monday night between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. So here is Washington now to take over. They were winners last week, defeating the New York Giants. They lead this one as well right now as they come up 1st and 10. Second half begins with a run by Robinson.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Back to throw. Johnson. Over the middle, it's complete.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
Looking to throw. Johnson.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
This will be fielded at the 17. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half is theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half. Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Daniels. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10.
Down at the 31. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Daniels. Over the middle, he's got Chenault. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Here's 2nd and 1 now from the 7.
Looking to throw. Daniels. He's got it. It's Higbee. Touchdown Rams. A great play there with an amazing diving catch.
And the Rams have cut it back within a score.
Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
Back onto the field now, the Commanders offense. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Washington.
Jahan Dotson,
69 yards.
And the Commanders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead now up to 14. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone.
And Patterson not going to return this. It'll come out to the 25. L.A. set to take over again on offense. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now a throw here, hauled in. That one a first down pickup of 8.
In motion is Chenault.
On 1st and 10,
Daniels. There's another one complete to Chenault.
So the completion good for 7 there, and that will bring up 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now here's a throw. It's complete. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Back to throw.
Daniels trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted.
And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
On the toss, here's Robinson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
Looking to throw.
Johnson. Pass complete there to Nakua.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Johnson. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Back to throw. Johnson.
Target is to Dotson, and he's got him.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw. Johnson.
He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. They'll run with Robinson.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1.
Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. Robinson again. But he will not get to the goal line. In fact, he won't get to the line of scrimmage as they push him back to the 2. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Robinson. And Robinson will not get there. Great defense at the point of attack to stop him short of the 1st.
What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We're soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it, and I want some type of a play.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown.
A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Commanders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. and they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. The Rams ready to go on offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They'll stay on the ground with Williams.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
116 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted.
Derek Stingley picks it.
And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
Johnson on first down.
This pass hauled in by Dotson. Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 9.
Operating from the gun. Johnson
going right back to Dotson.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Now we got whistles before the snap. Looked like one of the Commanders jumped.
Ball start, offense.
Ooh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
And this offense back to needing 10 yards after the false start. 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Johnson.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy,
He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Chigakonkwo.
A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Commanders are on their way to a 2-0 start. So I tell you what, Charles, I know that you don't put a ton of stock into power rankings and things of that nature, but another score here, and 2 weeks into the season, this is maybe the most impressive team in the NFL. Would you agree?
Well, they've certainly sold me as they've sold you, and I agree with you. No question about it. They won easily last week. They're on their way to another lopsided victory here. They're definitely a team to be reckoned with, and they are serving notice to the rest of the league.
No return here for Patterson, so they'll begin things at the 25-yard line.
So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made
and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now we'll pause here for an injury, and it's Deebo Samuel. He's the man in question right now who will need some attention. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Looking to throw on second down. Daniels. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Quiddy Pay bringing the pressure yet again. That's his third sack here tonight. The offense on third down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 9. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25. A big play there for L.A. And even 40 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
Now 2nd and 3.
Operating from the gun. Daniels.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down.
And the Commanders come through with a 4th down stand.
So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. Robinson up the middle.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
Here's Johnson from the gun on 3rd down.
A quick throw there is incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Throwing on 1st down. Daniels. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Quiddy Pay, able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Back to throw. Daniels.
Screen play set up for Williams.
Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Daniels. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Off play action. Daniels.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Back to throw again. And that is incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position could get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his 2nd drop of the game.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
That's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th, and we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes, and boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
So it's Commanders football as we get back to it. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Finds Gibbs on the check down.
And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down.
On the give, here's Robinson.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Here's a 2nd and 8. Robinson with another carry.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
So it's Washington getting the victory here.
And we talk so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for Washington,
it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0.